Okay, for this last line mini piece that we're going to create, I'm going to work on top of book paper, which is something new for a lot of us. Just a little bit of glue, putting that in place there, and I'm going to work with a pen for this one. Now, because we're trying something new, we're drawing on top of book paper, we're using a pen, which doesn't allow for mistakes. I think we just need to have a bit of a risk-taking attitude with this one. We're going to try to be as accurate as possible, but if we make a mistake, it doesn't matter. This is just an experimental task, and our sheet that we're creating over the next couple of lessons, it should be very experimental. You know, we're experimenting with techniques and materials, and sometimes it'll go right and sometimes it'll go wrong. It doesn't matter, we're just going to do our best. So I'm just going to look at the big chunky lines. I'm going to start off with them. So we've got one here that comes to the middle. I'll zoom in so that you can see a bit better. Comes to that middle area, which it does start to get thicker, that middle area, that middle big line. Comes down a little bit, goes off over there. So I guess what we're focusing in on here is the different line widths. So some of them are thick and chunky, and some of them are skinny. So we've got another skinny one over here. Now this line comes in the middle of these ones. It goes off at that direction. And it is quite skinny. And then we don't have another one after that. Now what I'm gonna just try and capture a little bit of is some of these finer details. Some of these much thinner lines. So this is a close-up photograph of some sort of plant leaf. I'm not sure which plant it would be, but it's got a lot of detail in it. Now, some of you that are interested in photography, your project is called Texture, and this is just a lovely example of the type of photography that would fit in with your work. Some of you might have cameras at home, or just have a phone that's got a really good camera on it. I would encourage you to start taking close-up photographs of different things to capture the texture that's inside or on it. And that would really boost your portfolio grade. You'll find that people that are very good with photography are not always good at drawing. But photography and drawing counts as recording. So for your objective 3, your skill, I'm obviously going to have to give you the grade for what you're best at. So if you don't particularly think drawing is your strongest area of art, make sure you do get that photography in. You are free to start this drawing now, if you feel confident enough to. And just remember, we are focusing on those different weight or width lines. So off you go.